Hello there, my beautiful friends. So it is that time of the week again where we contemplate impulse purchasing makeup that honestly we know we don't need. But in Pay or Stay Away today, we are going to be talking about all the new makeup releases that were announced for this week. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. So starting off Pay or Stay Away for this week is something that I actually regret not buying, so I'm like spoiling it a little bit here. But this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, they just came out with the Valentine's Day collection, which consisted of 6 different beautiful pink and red shades of glitter, and these glitters only retail for $15, which in my opinion is a steal for ABH. Like, when do they ever sell anything that's $15? But as I stated, they came out with 6 new different glitters that are all like pinky red shades that are obviously themed for Valentine's Day. You can also purchase their glitter adhesive for $18, and you can get the entire collection, the 6 shades, the glitter adhesive, and some candy, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of like they're sending you a little Valentine's Day. I mean, granted, you're paying $60 for this Valentine, but it seems like you're going to be getting your money's worth at least. So these glitters are everything that I dream about makeup brands making. These are so beautiful. I think they represent Valentine's Day perfectly. They are the perfect colors for Valentine's Day. And you do get a nice variety of pinks and reds to kind of choose from. A lot of times when a brand comes out with like a one color scheme type of collection, a lot of things end up looking very similar, but I do feel like all of these glitters are pretty different for the most part, and they're all so stinking gorgeous. I am kicking myself for not purchasing at least one of these for $15. I honestly don't really understand my thought process when it comes to skipping over a $15 glitter but spending $90 on a freaking Tom Ford quad that I never use. I would use these glitters. They're beautiful. They're $15, which is like practically drugstore price, and I'm like kicking myself. But for some reason, I can't seem to justify spending 15 bucks on glitter, which is honestly insane because I will drop copious, like unspeakable amounts of money on eyeshadow and on blush palettes, things that are like totally unnecessary to spend that type of money for. But when it comes to a $15 glitter, I'm like, no, that's too expensive. And although I do like to reach for glittery type products very often, I don't really have a whole lot of glitters. I think I literally have one little pot of glitter that's from like OCC Cosmetics. That's how you know how old that glitter is. OCC isn't even around anymore. So I think I would actually get a pretty decent amount of use if I were to just pick up one of these. I don't know what the heck I'm waiting for. They're only 15 bucks. They're all beautiful shades of pink and red. This is right up my alley, and for some reason I'm just like, nah, don't do it, don't do it. So I think that I'm just gonna have to like push through that weird barrier that's stopping me from purchasing this, because I think that I'm gonna get a lot of use out of something like this. So in the foreseeable future, I could definitely see myself picking up the lightest pinky kind of cool tone shade. I believe it's called Cupid. That shade is just like calling my name, saying buy me, and my subconscious is like, don't you do it, lady. But this is an instance where I think I'm just gonna have to tell my subconscious to sit down and shut up and let me buy this $15 Anastasia Beverly Hills glitter. I legitimately always film my Pay or Stay Away at like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I don't know what the heck is wrong with me. Like, why am I filming? It's 12:38. I should be asleep. I don't know why I do this to myself. And my hair started to be a giant pain in my butt, so we are done with that hair tie. So this next release is from Benefit, which is a brand we don't really talk about that often here in Pay or Stay Away, but they announced that they're coming out with 2 new mini blush palettes, the Mini Pink Squad blush palette and the Mini Bronze Squad blush palette, and this is a part of their Spring 2019 collection. Now, these are available now and they retail for $30. The Mini Pink Squad palette includes Dandelion, California Blush, and a new highlighter which is called Tickle, which is like a goldeny, peachy, pinky kind of highlight, which I love, and it looks very beautiful. And the Mini Bronze Squad includes Gold Rush, which is a blush, Cookie, which is, I believe, a highlight, and Hoola, which of course is a bronzer. Their iconic Hoola bronzer. So I had the Mini Pink Squad palette in my cart in Sephora. I was ready to purchase it. I was ready to fork over $30 for 3 tiny little blushes. But I had to do the right thing. I had to do the adult decision here and talk myself out of it, because I already own 3 different pans 3 pans, yeah, definitely 3 pans of California. Granted, they're all the mini size, but nonetheless, I own 3 different pans of the California blush from Benefit, and I already own 1 little mini of Dandelion as well, so I honestly only really wanted this because of the layout and the way they set these blushes up. This looks like the most beautiful blush palette, and in my mind, this looked like something that I needed to add to my collection, but then when I thought about it, I quickly remembered that I already own 2 out of the 3 products, but kind of shocks me a little bit that I got as far as having the product in my cart and like getting ready to click checkout before realizing that I already own over half of the amount of product that is in the palette, which is kind of concerning. But now, one reason why I really wanted this and why I was kind of convincing myself that this was something that I needed to add to my ever-expanding and black hole-like makeup collection is because of the highlighter Tickle. This kind of highlighter is my weakness. This is a beautiful bubblegummy baby pink type highlight that has a golden sheen. And I saw Trendmood's swatches of this highlighter and I was like, I'm purchasing that. I don't care what I have to do. I'm getting it. And then my trusty old, but sometimes annoying subconscious kicked in and reminded me that I already own almost the entire palette. So if they release Tickle as a single, oh my god, I would buy that in a second because it's beautiful. And do I need any more baby bubblegummy pink highlights with a golden sheen? Hell no, but I would definitely enjoy having this one in my collection, but I'm just not gonna go there. I don't need to purchase this. I do not need to have 4 different pans of mini California from Benefit, so it's a no from me. Now, on the topic of Benefit, they finally announced that they're coming out with the Hoola bronzer, but they're coming out with 2 new shades that are meant for deeper skin tones. We did it. We did it, boys. We finally reached out to one of these brands and got them to consider our comments on considering other people's skin tones. A small step in the beauty community, but nonetheless, it's still a step. Now, these will be available on February 26th, and they're going to retail for $30, which I believe is just the standard Hoola bronzer price tag. And as I said, there are 2 new shades for deeper skin tones, Caramel and Toasted. Now, could Benefit add more colors in for even deeper skin tones? Abso-freaking-lutely, but as I said, this is a step in the right direction at least. Is it disappointing that Benefit took this long to even consider people with deep skin or even medium skin for that matter? Absolutely, yes. It is very disappointing, but honestly, I'm just happy to see them finally do it. I mean, how long has the Peanut Gallery been asking for them to make deeper shades of Hoola? I think since the beginning of time, people have been asking them to come out with deeper shades of Hoola, and they came out with a Hoola Light like 2 years ago. So it's not like Benefit didn't know that everyone can't use one universal shade of bronzer. They definitely knew. It just took them so freaking long to finally come out with this, but in my opinion, I have to give praise to them because they finally did it and they listened. So, you know, maybe if we keep pushing for more shades, they'll come out with even more, and they'll probably take like a year to 2 years to do it because God knows why. But nonetheless, I'm just happy to see that they're finally coming out with deeper shades. Thank you so much, Benefit, for finally getting with the program. I feel like I always sound excruciatingly salty and sarcastic in Pay or Stay Away, but I promise you, it's just all in good fun. I'm just cracking jokes like left and right that never ever land. But that's enough sarcasm towards Benefit for me for one day. So let's go ahead and hop on over to the indie brand. So this first indie brand that we're going to talk about today is an indie brand that you hear me mention all the freaking time. And this is Clionadh Cosmetics. You guys know I love Clionadh. They are near and dear to my heart. But they have just come out with their Dreamweaver collection, and this is of course their Valentine's Day collection for the year. Now everything retails from $6 to $7 Canadian, which is about $4.50 to $5.30 if you're in the US like me. And it is way past Valentine's Day, so of course this collection is available now. But this collection consists of a bunch of beautiful eyeshadows. We have some gorgeous baby pinks. I was legitimately on their website refreshing the page, waiting for everything to change to 12 p.m. so I could go ahead and cop those beautiful pink eyeshadows, and of course, you know I did. There are also some really beautiful purples and pastel shades. We even have some greens and some teals and even some sky blues. So I think that this color setup that they've done here is really interesting. It definitely represents Valentine's Day perfectly, but it's not like conventional Valentine's Day, you know? There's no burgundy and true red and hot pink and all of these shades that we always see during Valentine's Day. This one's a little bit more unique. This collection definitely took a different approach, and I think it paid off because it's beautiful. Now, as I said, I went ahead and purchased the shade Utopia, which is that gorgeous light baby pink. I purchased Lofty, which is a duochrome, I think it's like a pastel lilac to a deeper purple. I also purchased the shade Talisman, which is a metallic that it's kind of like a salmony pink. And finally, I purchased the shade Hex. This is like a warm lilac-y lavender that shifts to a super strong warm gold. So I cannot wait to get those in the mail. They are beautiful, and I just think this collection is stunning. I discovered Clionadh through their Valentine's Day collection from last year, which was stunning, and they did not disappoint this year. And while we're on the topic of Clionadh, they have recently sneak peeked some more of their multi-chrome eyeshadows, and I saw one in there that was like a red, purple, pink multi-chrome. Clionadh, if you girls are watching this, you can go ahead and jot my name down for that pink multi-chrome, because I will absolutely be purchasing that without a doubt, hands down. It's already a done deal, so sign me up. So next up for indie releases is a brand that I've spoken about, I believe, one other time here in Pay or Stay Away, and this is MB Boutique, which is an Etsy brand, and I've actually found myself purchasing quite a bit of makeup from Etsy lately. I've been really into Etsy brands, so I definitely need to do a video on my favorite Etsy brands, because people asked me a long time ago to do that, and I said I would, and you know, 9 months later I still haven't, so I'm sorry. But I will go ahead and put that together for you guys, because I've been loving Etsy brands. I don't know what it is. I have been loving them. But as I said, MB Boutique is coming out with their highlighter and trio bundles. These are available now, and they retail for $25 each. Now, I have been really intrigued by MB Boutique's products since she launched basically her first product. Her palettes are stinking gorgeous. They are stunning. She pairs together a lot of colors that are pretty similar, but she puts a lot of different finishes in her palette. Like, for example, she has an all pink palette, but she has all sorts of different finishes of pinks and different shades of pinks. She has an all green palette, an all purple palette, and up until now, she's only really come out with pretty decently sized larger palettes, and they're not crazy expensive or anything. I believe they're maybe 18 pan palettes, maybe even 16 pan. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they retail for $45, and you know, this is definitely a product that I've wanted for a while, but I haven't wanted to spend 45 bucks on an eyeshadow palette. I can't remember the last time that I actually did that. I'm more of a single eyeshadow kind of girl, so I don't really buy palettes that often. But when she announced that she was coming out with these little trios where you could just get 3 different eyeshadows and a highlighter or a blush in some cases, I knew that I had to purchase one of these, because I have just been waiting for this moment. I was really hoping that she would come out with either singles or duos or trios, and it looks like MB Boutique has answered my prayers, because I was so hoping that she would come out with a pink trio, and she announced a highlighter palette a while back that I was super interested in. These highlighters look stunning. They look like sparkly duochrome topper type highlighters, which is totally my gig right now for some strange and obscure reason. But I have been loving those, and when I saw that she came out with the highlighter palette, I was like, I gotta purchase that. But then the $45 price tag was saying, no you don't. But I just didn't want to spend $45 on just straight up highlighter, so she came out with a trio that is just the beautiful glittery topper duochrome type highlighters. So I purchased that like 20 minutes before I started filming this. So I cannot freaking wait to try them out. I'm gonna do a whole dedicated video on them because her products are really interesting to me, and I love the different finishes that she does in her different color stories and whatnot. Honestly, I have been really intrigued by her brand since I first saw them on Instagram, so I am so happy that she's doing these smaller eyeshadow trios for a cheaper price, because that's kind of what my purchasing style is all about. I am all here for spending a little bit less money and getting a little bit less product versus getting a lot of product and spending a whole heck of a lot of money. But those were all of the new makeup releases that I wanted to share with you guys today. And frankly, it's 1 a.m. so I should be going to bed. Let's be honest here. I really hope that you enjoyed watching and hearing about the new makeup releases, and please let me know down in the comments if you've tried any of these brands, or if you're excited for any of these releases that we talked about here today, or if there are any new releases that I didn't touch on. Spark up a conversation below, because obviously I love sitting here and chit-chatting with you guys, and chit-chatting with myself in a camera, and rambling quite quite a bit. But if you enjoyed Pay or Stay Away and you are not already subscribed and you would like to be updated and informed with these new makeup releases, then I would absolutely love it if you would hit that subscribe button down below to stay in the loop. And if you enjoyed the video, I would also love it and adore it and give you lots of hugs and kisses if you would give me a big old thumbs up. But I hope that you are having an absolutely amazing and beautiful day wherever you are, and thank you so much for spending your time here today. I hope to see you next time. Bye!